Hey Equity Mates, here we are in our new studio, not fully set up yet, but we've got a table.
Yes.
It's the start. We're here thanks to Moomoo, who are a broker that's just come to Australia. You may not have heard of them before, but you're probably going to hear a bit from them in the coming weeks and months. They've asked us to take a look at their trading platform and see what we think.
That's it. There are plenty of ways to make money in the market. And usually you can find a platform that I think suits the way you like investing.
Yep.
Ren and I are certainly not your average day trader or short-term trader, but some of the key benefits I think that Moomoo are bringing to the market really play to that short-term trader kind of investment style. They have an AI-driven platform that provides plenty of insight to sort of help you make investment decisions. Now, we don't have this in our brokerage platforms, and we're going to find over the next few weeks whether or not these AI insights actually help.
Could be a big pivot for Equity Mates.
Could be big.
Long-term investing to day trading. If you want to find out more about Moomoo, you can search for Moomoo. They've got an app and they've got a desktop. It's not on the website, it's a desktop platform.
Piece of software.
You download software, yeah. That's new for
Very
me.
unusual.
Already breaking ground here.
Moomoo.com/AU for the Australian version. So what we're going to be doing over the next 3 weeks is putting our short-term trading skills to the test, hopefully taking advantage of the AI insights. And Moomoo have graciously given us $500 each. And we're going to see how we go. Absolutely no guarantee that we're going to make any money, but we are certainly going to explore this platform and everything that it has to offer. Already I can see some benefits beyond just the trading. They have 2,500 courses in multiple languages.
Okay.
So
and we're going to do them all.
So if all you want to do is learn everything from technical analysis, they have fundamental analysis, they have everything from understanding news reports. I haven't even got beyond the initial sort of first 50 courses around. There's 2,500.
You've done 50 courses?
I have looked at the titles of 50.
Nice. Where do we want to start?
Well, Ren, one thing I want to start with firstly is actually fees for trading, because when you're short-term trading, you've got to understand fees.
Yep.
And so with Moomoo, you can trade Australian shares and ETFs for $8.80.
Okay.
Interesting. And you can trade US shares and ETFs from $1.99.
Okay.
So keep that in mind when trading. But Ren, those aren't the only markets available.
What else is available?
Moomoo offers, and you're going to love this, US, Hong Kong,
okay,
SG, Singapore, CN, China
or Canada,
AU,
Australia,
crypto, and
crypto, AU,
and CRIP,
gold,
and CRIP. Crypto.
Okay.
Yeah. So Asian markets, US and Australia.
Great.
Well, Ren, let's start with the homepage, the markets page, and tell me what you're seeing.
So they've already preloaded my watch list a little bit, which is nice. I'm seeing Novonix, BHP, Combank, CSL, Apple, I'm seeing Google, I'm seeing Tesla, Amazon, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum. Is that what you're seeing as well?
That's exactly what I'm seeing. All right, so there's plenty of information on this screen, as you're probably seeing now. We're getting detailed chart performance, we're getting volume down the bottom. On the right-hand side, we're getting all information on quotes and order flow coming through. So that's giving us an idea of demand. There's a news column that lets us know what's going on in terms of news around the world for stock specific. So I'm on Apple at the moment, seeing plenty of Apple news. Ren, there's no doubt that there's plenty of information available for markets across the world.
Maybe too much information for me. I need someone to help me distill it.
Fair call.
Yeah.
Fair call. But what we're here to do is check out the strategic elements of Moomoo so we can land on a strategy for investing.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to help distill all this data.
So there is a section on the left-hand side called strategy. And what it looks like it does is it's got hot strategies as a tab. It's got a screener, love screeners, and then a few other things around warrants and CBBCs, and then my strategy. So let's start with hot strategies. Ren, down the left-hand side, it looks like there are a bunch of technical analysis strategies that are pre-populated that you can click on, and it will tell you which stocks, I guess, fit that investment strategy.
Yes.
So 2 things that I've found out. How many seconds would you expect your trade to take to hit the exchange? What would be your standard?
I feel like these days it's pretty instantaneous. So I'm going to say 1 second.
1 second. So Moomoo get your trades to market in 0.0037 seconds.
The thing is, we should be clear that getting it to market is just like getting your
order
bid
in.
or offer in market. It's not actually executing. That depends on how much what your order is and what the liquidity of the stock is.
Yeah. Secondly, Ren, we love coming across new stocks. I went into the data section and clicked on dividend payout. There's a list of stocks that are paying out dividends. I wasn't sure what was going on here, but the stock that's right at the top is called CSSEN, is the symbol.
Okay.
Listed on the NASDAQ. Its name, not kidding, is Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment.
Okay.
It is a fast-growing provider of positive and entertaining video content that brings the best out of the human spirit.
Right, okay. There you go.
It's $14.80 on the US, listed on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange, and is about to pay out a dividend. There you go, finding stocks that we've never heard of. Another feature that Moomoo have is this portfolio functionality where you get to look at ranked portfolios on a daily, monthly, and total basis. And you can also check out fans as well. So they're really trying to integrate what feels like a community element as well.
Here's a portfolio that might be more up your alley. Biggest holding Apple, second biggest holding Alphabet, Intuit, Nvidia, an iShares Core S&P 500 ETF, and then a thematic ETF, Roundhill Sports Betting and Gaming ETF.
It's actually not bad.
All right, we're committing to a strategy.
Yep.
What are the rules of the game?
The rules of the game are you can do whatever you want. You can learn technical trading yourself via Google. You can take one of the 2,500 courses.
Via Google? I'll be taking one of these courses.
You can take one of the courses. You can let the AI power of Moomoo do its thing and try and figure out a strategy from there. But from the moment we trade, we have a 2-week window to make as much money or lose as much money as we can.
Okay, but we can trade in and out in those 2 weeks?
Yes. Now, I'm personally going to be sticking to equities. I'm not going to go futures, options, crypto.
And it's just who's going to make the most money?
Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll go crypto.
Oh, you reckon crypto's going to make you a lot of money?
Well, I mean, it's high risk, high reward to beat you in 2 weeks.
It is.
It's not, this is definitely not what I would be doing if I actually wanted to build a portfolio. But if I want to beat Bryce.
Okay, well, I'm going to follow the AI Ren because I think that for me, I'm really interested in this. Is this the future of trading? I thought I'd just run through the 3 AI features that Moomoo have.
Please do.
So the first is AI Forecast, where they have a pattern comparison algorithm that I guess lets you know, based on historical patterns and movements, which stocks might be worth getting into. That's the first. The second is AI Similar Stocks. Now they say, just like Netflix, they'll look at your portfolio and suggest similar stocks that present investors with I guess, similar opportunities to what's already in their portfolio. And then the third is AI Monitor. Now this one monitors abnormal market activity. So you can set it up. I've had it on my phone for the last couple of weeks. You can choose stocks and it'll ping you when huge volume trades come in that are abnormal to market, both long and short, just for you to then get in and do further research, or you might have stock trades set up based on volume and those sorts of things. So it monitors abnormal activity and then helps you make a decision from there.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. So plenty for us to get through. I think the call out for us is that this is definitely not how we would usually tackle our investment, but we're certainly open to understanding more about what's available out there in the market here at Equity Mates to, I guess, help the audience make better decisions for themselves as well. So
I think overall I'm impressed, maybe a little overwhelmed by the platform. That's my initial takeaway. So I think for me, the amount of data is a positive. I'm intrigued by this AI concept, although we haven't really tested it yet. And I was impressed by the news feature. I think that and the forum probably just are a really good way to stay on top of what's happening in markets. I think on the negative side, beginner investors are going to be overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. So I think this isn't a simple platform. And that's okay, because there are a lot of people out there that's not what they want. They take their investing seriously, and maybe they're doing it full time, and they need a platform that's feature and data rich. And I also think there's a watch out with AI, which is you can't rely on anyone to make investments or make decisions on your behalf.
Agree, Ren. I do feel a little overwhelmed with where to focus my energy and attention. And I've got to say, fees, there are lower fees out there in the market for comparative investments through Australia and the US.
Look, on a dollar per data point basis, these guys probably very competitive.
Unbelievable.
You're right. And we say this whenever we speak about brokers. There are plenty of choices. It's not one size fits all. It's what it matters to you as an investor. And the beauty of brokerages is there's no switching costs. So if you're with another broker and you're intrigued, you can download it, you can download the app, you can check it out. But then if you want to move on, you can. No switching costs in brokerage. You're a retail investor with options at your fingertips. Explore them.
Yeah, get it done. All right, we'll be back next week with a clear idea on how we're going to be deploying our money, and I guess a bit of an update on new things that we've found while having a play around with Moomoo.
Yeah, and maybe a completely new strategy.
I will say this about investing. Everything you do learn is cumulative. What I learned at 20 is useful.